Hi, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Staying Forever Young Naturally. And you know how I am with these side effects, with these sound effects. So let me see. What are we going to do? We're going to do a cheer. Okay. Welcome. I'm so happy you guys are here to join me for my first episode. I did an introductory episode, but this is officially the first episode. And in today's episode, I want to walk you through 5 steps that I utilize in order to maintain my youth, 38 years old, right? Wink, wink. My youth naturally. Now that I have programmed my DNA for the age that I identify, I want to make sure I maintain it, right? And one of the things that I want to mention to you before we go into the 5 steps that I utilize is being in fight or flight. That is one of the most unhealthiest states that anybody can remain in. It's unhealthy for your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul, your digestive tract, your reproductive organs, your skin, you name it. It's unhealthy for you. How do I know? Because I was an individual that was in fight or flight for a long time. Fear, a long time. And it's not fun. I know it's not fun at all. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because just recently I wrote a book titled I Finally Stopped Fighting the Universe. And I highly suggest, if you are an individual soul who is in a perpetual cycle of fight or flight and you can't seem to pull yourself out of it, my book was created for you. It's going to show you how I pull myself out of it, and then it's going to allow you to evaluate your situation, apply the wisdom that I share with you in the book, so you can raise yourself out of fight and flight as well, so we can get to this Benjamin Button energy, okay? Because that's what this channel is about, for us to stay within our Benjamin Buttons, because no one's getting old around here, right? We're just getting fine like wine and understanding what it is to be a co-creator with God and reprogramming our DNA to be whoever it is that we want to be, because we have that ability to do this, and we have the ability to do this naturally with programming, right? Okay, so I just wanted to say that I finally stopped fighting the universe on Amazon. I'll put the link in the show notes. If you do not want to go through Amazon, please email me and I will provide you with a copy of an ebook. Okay, so now that we have that behind us, let's jump into the 5 steps that I utilize to maintain the age that I identify as. Now, I utilize these steps now to maintain my 38 years of appearance. But you can utilize these steps in getting started. So what do you think the first step in programming your DNA to stay young, become young, or roll back some of the years from your life? What do you think? Okay, I'm going to tell you. Falling in love with yourself, with you, if you are not saying, I love you to yourself, you are doing yourself a huge disservice, and you're doing the world a huge disservice. You cannot truly love anything or anybody within this world if you do not love yourself. It has to be you first. And then once you fully love yourself, you can pour that love out into the world, into your children, into your significant other, into your family, to your friends, to your community. But until then, you're not truly loving anyone until you love yourself. So what I would suggest you do is looking in the mirror, wrap your arms around yourself, hold yourself, and say, Amila, I love you. Not my name. You're going to say your name. But say, I love you. If you're not ready to look in the mirror to say, I love you, do it before you go to sleep at night. Before I go to sleep at night, I tell myself, I love you 3 times. And when I wake up in the morning, part of my opening my eyes, being awake ritual is telling myself, I love myself 3 times. And throughout the day, when I think about it, I'll reiterate to myself how much I love me. Because it's such beneficial energy to exist, vibrate, and live in love. It's so healthy. It's so good for the skin. And it's truly, truly the only way that you will forever stay young. I think I said that backwards. The only way that you will stay young forever naturally. Okay? So number 1 is falling in love with you and telling yourself you love yourself. Number 2 is movement. Yes, movement, flow. Anything that's abundant with life, that's abundant with energy, that's abundant with youthfulness. Think about it. Is moving. It's a constant state of movement. So number 2 is moving. I make sure I'm always moving. For the most part, I have a lot of energy, right? So I'm a very energetic person. The only time that I'm really calm is when I'm concentrating or if I'm in meditation. But even in meditation, when my kundalini energy jump off, oh, we're moving. We're moving. The spine I'm seeing and recognizing the spine and this coil movement, I can't sit still. And that is how life continues to move forward, continue to renew itself in movement. So if you are trying to manifest an age that you identify with and you're not moving your body, it's not going to happen. Move. If you're not working out, start walking. If you're not walking, do some type of yoga. If you don't want to do yoga, dance. Put on that song that takes you out of this reality and puts you in a reality that sends you to the heavens. And dance, move, close your eyes, feel the music, feel the movement, feel the energy, feel God, feel love. And that is going to help with the programming of your DNA based on the age that you identify with. Okay? So number 2 is movement. Number 3 is one that I feel like I was stuck in for a long time, and I'm so glad that my higher self and my guides help deliver me from number 3, and that is complaining. Complaining is an energy of negativity, and complaining will keep you from ascending. Complaining will keep you in low vibration. Complaining will keep you ugly. I'm just being honest. Ugly and old. Just like being in fight and flight, right? Always fighting takes away from your youth and your energy. Complaining takes away from all of that, and it takes away from your blessings and your manifestation, right? Because you can never see the beauty in what it is that you are experiencing if you always complaining. So the next time you find yourself in a situation where you are complaining, stop, acknowledge that you are being negative, erase, and say, remix, I take that back, and then observe, which is number 4. I'm going to blend them together. Number 4 is being the observer. The next time you find yourself complaining, step into number 4, pull yourself out and watch the situation from an observation mode, like it's a movie, and you watching yourself as the actor or actress, and ask yourself, what can I learn out of this situation that I want to complain about, or that I complained about, but I just caught myself from complaining? What is it that the universe, my guides, God is trying to show me? And what wisdom can I pull from this very situation to utilize moving forward so I can rise up out of the negativity of complaining? We've all been there. The difference is learning how to elevate out of it. So it's not about beating yourself up about complaining. It's recognizing it as a stepping stone to become, step 4, the observer, pulling the emotions out of it and utilizing it as a tool to rise above. And then finally, step 5. What do you think step 5 is? Duh. What age do you want to identify with? What age do you feel? What age do you feel like best or most appropriate fits you and how you feel inside and what your desires are? Identify that age. For me, 3 years ago, it was 38 when I was 47. And now that my birth age is 50, but I'm 38, I have rode that path out until I'm ready to resonate with another age. And I'm not sure when that would happen, because right now I'm loving 38. Sometimes I say I'm 40, but for the most part, we're going with 38. I love 38, okay? So once you identify the age that you identify with, start asking yourself, what would 25-year-old you do? What would 35, 45, depending on whatever the age that you feel like you identify with, start sleeping, eating, dreaming, thinking, and surrounding yourself with what a person that age would be, do, and live like, and jump into that. And I guarantee you, those 5 steps that I just went over, falling in love with yourself, making sure you are doing some type of movement every day, okay? Stop complaining. That's negativity. Making sure you're stepping into the observer mode or utilizing the energy of being the observer. Step 4 and number 5, step 5, identify the age that you desire or feel like you identify with, not your birth age, okay? So I hope these 5 tips have helped you along the way with your journey of programming your DNA to stay young forever naturally. If you have any questions, if you know that you're going to have problems with learning how to fall in love with yourself, and if you want more information on being the observer, you can always reach out to me on my website, which is uniqueactivations.com/Amila Bailey, and book a session with me and we can start digging in, especially if you have already read my book or if you're in the process of reading my book, because that solidifies the groundwork for you to get started. So thank you again for joining me on this episode. I hope it has been most helpful. On episode number 2, next time, we're going to go into some emotional energy that we can utilize with reprogramming our DNA and staying young forever naturally.